What's going on, y'all? Man, it's LA Rich, and we back with another video, man. And look, today we got the one and only Charlie Kirk back on the channel with him doing a video titled Charlie Kirk Savagely Picks Apart Student Trans Activists. Now, these are probably the ones that get the most heated, man. I feel like a lot of people that debate this subject right here and this whole topic in general get heated a lot, bro. But I could be wrong in this one. Maybe this one is going to be different than that. But before we get into this video, what I want to say is thank y'all so much for helping me hit 12.9 thousand subscribers. We're going to roll up to 13,000 now. I appreciate y'all so much for all the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, we gonna go ahead and get into this video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some more videos to react to, whether it's from Charlie Kirk or anybody else, and I got y'all with it, man. But hey, enough of the talking. Let's do it.
So you touched on LGBTQ rights a lot. You've talked about, trans bathrooms, you getting banned from Twitter, very, awful. But I'm wondering if I can get a straight answer, yes or no. Do you think the acceptance of queer people in society is a good thing?
Well, define acceptance and define queer, because when I grew up, that was like a slander. So I don't know, that's like a thing now.
Queer being lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and what was the other word you asked me to define?
What do you mean acceptance? What do you mean?
Acceptance being that, society, accepts that, doesn't try to change that, doesn't try to say that it's not a social, like it's not a good thing for you to be gay, it's not a good thing for you to be trans, and in our institutions also just offering them resources to, just come to terms with their sexuality, not feel bad about it. Basically, by acceptance, I generally mean society shouldn't make people feel bad about who they are. So, do you agree with that?
No. I mean, we should feel bad about all sorts of things. So, I mean, yeah, happy to get the mic back up. But, I mean, I'll just ask you a very simple question, and this will tell, what is a woman?
A woman is someone who identifies as a woman.
Got it. So, Man,
it's just that response right there. It's like, you're always in a loophole right there, man, because then you will ask them that question, well, okay, so can I identify as a hippo? And then they will answer no. But then again, what makes a hippo and a woman different? I mean, both living species, both, you get what I'm saying, man? It's just like, you can't really, there's no real clear way of saying that, because it's not applied to everything when they say if you identify as one.
Who identifies as a woman.
Got it. So do you think a definition of someone able to become pregnant would be a woman?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
So if someone can become pregnant, would that person be defined as a woman?
Depends on if they identify as a woman.
Right. So, okay, we're now getting
come
to the
on, man.
issue. So do you believe that truth is objective or subjective? Do you believe in absolute truth?
Sure.
Okay, so if you believe in absolute truth, shouldn't we have absolute terms of what a infant-bearing or infant-birthing person is, otherwise known as a woman?
No.
Okay.
What?
So let me ask you this a different way, I suppose. So if anyone can identify at anything at any time, correct?
Anyone can identify
As a woman or a man, you can just choose at any time, right?
gender. Well,
Sure.
Gender identity isn't switching genders all the time. It just depends.
But that's your position, right? That's fair to say that you could change your gender.
My position is that you should accept people's gender identity, and you shouldn't try to shame them out
So
of it.
let me ask you: should we accept people that think they're younger than they actually are? Because that's a mental condition where people say, I identify as an 8-year-old, but they're really 50. Should we accept someone be able to say they're younger?
No, but I think that's a very false equivalence.
Why is it a false equivalence?
Because there's scientific research supporting that gender identity is something that is, there's scientific research that supports people and says that if you identify as a certain gender, then that is, your gender. There's this paper on Scientific American that I found very interesting that said, it has to do with, your brain formation in the womb, where gender identity forms, but it's different from sex. That's very different from a disorder where you say, I'm not actually my age, because...
Well, hold on. You just agreed with me. You said it's a brain formation issue. It's a brain formation...
I didn't say it was a disorder.
Well, so you don't think transgenderism is a disorder?
No.
What is gender dysphoria?
Gender dysphoria is when you're very uncomfortable with your own body, and that usually relates to gender, and that can usually be treated if you choose a transition to...
Right, so it's a mental condition, right?
Well, gender dysphoria is, but
Okay.
transgenderism is not.
What's the difference?
The difference between gender dysphoria and transgenderism? Being transgender means that you don't identify with the gender you're born with. Gender dysphoria means you're uncomfortable with your body. So they're two different things.
No, so you cannot
But
be.
you're comfortable with your body because you want to be the other gender. That's what he. Okay, man.
Comfortable with your body. So they're two different things.
No, so you cannot be quote unquote transgender without suffering from gender dysphoria. So let me ask you one more question. So you believe that we can dictate pronouns. Can I choose my adjectives? Can I decide to be like super rich? Or like, can I decide to be small? Like, is there anything objective that we have to actually admit? Or can you just change anything at any time?
I think people should have the right to determine their pronouns. And I don't think.
No, how about adjectives?
I don't think people actually do that, so I don't know why that's something you're.
Well, of course, like if someone says, I declare I'm rich, it's no longer than saying I'm declare I'm a man. Your chromosomes aren't that way. You don't get to choose what your reality is, do you?
Gender identity is reality.
Okay, so anyone could be anything. Let me ask, how about species reality? Can I change my species?
No. Of course
Why?
not.
There's people that identify as cats and dogs all the time. It's a serious mental condition. It is. It's treated all the time. Tens of thousands of cases every single year. So basically, if you believe in absolute truth, which you say you do, why wouldn't you believe in absolute truth when it comes to chromosomal structure?
Because gender and chromosomal sex are two different things.
That's right, according to your opinion. Got it. So, but now you want to impose that opinion on the rest of society, right? You can have whatever opinion you want. Here's our position. That opinion should now not apply to all of a sudden saying that men and women's sports should be conflated. Final question. Did you find a moral problem with the University of Pennsylvania swimmer changing from a man to a woman and winning the NCAA championship, defeating other women?
Well, I'm not familiar, but I'm pretty sure that the NCAA has some rules that makes it so people who transition have, like, kind of a competitive, fair thing. So I haven't done much research into those rules, but
yeah, okay.
usually
So let me catch you up to speed. 462nd best male swimmer, best female swimmer, NCAA champion. Do you see a problem with that?
Are you suggesting that she transitioned to a woman to get better at swimming?
Of course. And we shouldn't allow that to happen.
Why would you transition yourself just to become better at a sport? Who does
because
that?
You're a narcissist. That's why.
I mean, you would be surprised. You would be surprised of people that will want to sit there and make themselves feel good and just feel on top, just for the whole moral thing around it. You get what I'm saying? Just to have that feeling that, hey, I'm the best at it. You get what I'm saying? Because they weren't, he, whatever you want to, wasn't doing that when they were in the men's league or just on the men's side of it. But they go to the women's side and they're the top dog. Of course, some people, he probably hasn't played a sport because he will know if he did. There is a lot of people that will do that just to get the satisfaction of being at the top, being looked at as the best one. In reality, if you go back onto the other side, man, you weren't the best at it when you were on the men's side. You get what I'm saying? So yes, 100% there are people that will do that just to feel like they're at the top.
Because it's like saying, why would anyone steal anything? Why would anyone cut in line? People do bad things. It's not up to us as society to accommodate the rules for your impulses to go do bad things. Last question. Do you think there's differences between men and women?
Was this the actual last question?
Yeah, last. I'm curious. No, I'm curious because I can't believe you're paying for this. It's like so interesting.
Well, there are actual differences between men and women, yes, in terms of, chromosomes, as you mentioned. So, yeah, sure.
Okay, so therefore we agree that men and women have differences. We should define society around those differences. And one of those differences is that women they have lower testosterone levels, and they could be easily exploited by men, which is what happens far too often, and it's incumbent on men who have higher testosterone levels, who are physically stronger to protect women against the exploitation of men who think they are women. That's a moral question and a moral claim. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, these debates I always just get, with this topic right here, man, you just see so many people with, the takes that they be having just honestly blow your mind. Let's see. Lord have mercy. I feel horrible for this kid and his generation. This kid just lost himself in his own tangled beliefs. God help this lost generation. Someone should tell these people fake science isn't real science. How can a person be confused about something so simple and obvious? Like, how can you sit there and admit that um, there are biological differences between a man and a woman, but then say a man can be a woman if he identifies as one? How does that make sense? If you literally just said out of your mouth that there are biological differences between the two. I don't know, man, but hey, y'all make sure to let me know some more videos to react to, man. From Charlie Kirk and everybody else that does debates like this. I'm down to watch all of them, so just feel free to drop them in the comments, or just the people who do them in the comments. I've seen the other people y'all been seeing: Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Candace Parker. No, not Candace Parker. I'm thinking about the basketball player, Candace Owens. Those are a few people I've seen y'all say. If there's more, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll make sure to do them later on. Later to come on this channel too. But hey, it's LA Rich and I'm getting up out of here, man. All right, y'all.
I just got the race, I boosted up, but I'm not real son. Shooter ready, go there, ready, blaze, they hit up everyone. Every time I did a give a shit, I still ain't number one. And my pockets filled with money, bitch, like fucking.